rest. So it got to a point where I'm like, I'm not supposed to leave the couch. I'm not supposed to leave the house. I'm not supposed to just honor that. And so I've learned to do that more and more and more over the years. Honor the divine feminine, honor this sacred pause during these winter months, during these moments of sacred integration, these sacred gestational periods, all of that. And it's because my body has gotten really loud over the years because I spent so many years pushing against my body, and it's an innate intelligence that over the past, I would say 2 to 3 years, I've gotten really tuned in to, like, my body says don't do anything. And that's been part of the lesson too with coming from the health and wellness industry, is the doing the nothing is actually just as important, if not more important, than doing all of it. Like doing all of the works, doing all the protocols, all of that. So I've really learned to honor the rest, the recovery, the stillness, relish in the rest. I used to say this all the time, like, was relish in the rest. So I relished in the rest yesterday. I honored and I listened to my body. I listened to the innate intelligence. Maybe this is your message that your body's telling you need to slow down. I didn't eat much yesterday. Not that I had a lot, but I just had no desire to really eat. My appetite's been really, my food thing has been really weird. That's why I don't really share it anymore. It's been my own journey with that, because that's part of this healing process, integration, the detoxifications, the upgrades, the downloads, the nervous systems, all of that. Okay. Those lights want to be in the shot, so we're going to let them share their frequency code. So it doesn't usually show up like this all the time. So there's no coincidence that the twinkly lights show up more twinkly on some days, and some days they're not as twinkly. So they're light codes. It's frequency and energy. I have a lot of elementals. I have the incense burning, I have the candles lit, I have the diffusers running, earth, air, wind, fire, water. I have a lot of elemental spirits in my space and as part of my team, okay? So you might resonate with that as well. So I released the question, I let it hang out, and those are my answers, okay? I didn't really sit with it, but you can use these questions. You can sit with it, rest the mind, breathe into it, and then feel if there's a symbol, a sign, a feeling, a synchronicity, a knowing, a key phrase that arises. And basically, Spirit told me before I even asked the questions, Spirit gave me the answer to the question before I asked the question, which is always amazing. Through a symbol, through a feeling, through a knowing, things like that. Okay, 1010 is very significant as well. 10-1055, which is 1010. Crows are significant as always for a lot of this collective. Rainbows, you'll be seeing rainbows like crazy. Maybe unicorns like crazy. The 11s, I already said that. 222,